All right, first pitch coming up. And pitching here today, Clay Holmes. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. leading things off and takes a strike. Fouled off to the right. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading off for the Yankees,
and here comes Bellinger.
Center fielder Cody Bellinger.
And that one in there at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. On the ground, could be two. Lindor, that's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there, completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Aaron Judge at the plate. Fourth right now in the American League home run leaderboard. That one missing inside. Holmes, 31 years old, and he was a 9th round draft pick back in 2011. Two down, nobody on. And another ball.
2-0.
Next pitch is outside. Judge waits. And Judge spoils that one. 2 outs, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. Little slider action.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. And save. Couldn't recover from the misplay.
Batting fourth, left fielder Jason Dominguez.
Well, you can't give him 2 errors on that play, but that's pretty much what it looked like. Tried to stay with it after the bobble, and it might have pulled it off with a good throw, but it's very easy to rush the throw when you don't field it cleanly. A lot of times guys don't have a good grip on it, and I think that was the case right there.
2 outs, runner at first. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Jason Dominguez. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there. 2 outs. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Catcher Austin Wells.
Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
And takes low for ball 1. Judge, the lead runner out at second. Dominguez at first, 2 out of the inning. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Siri pulls it down, and that is that. Yanks strand a pair. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back here with my pal Singy. Our starter in this one, Luis Gil. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Bottom of the first, Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and a foul straight back. Lindor went deep in his most recent game.
Ball, that's inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Jesse Winker stands in now, looks at that one inside.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
That's in there, and it's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 1 out. Base is empty. That one way inside.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Outside.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. On the ground, right side. And Winker is set down. Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Juan Soto now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First offering, and it just misses. Soto recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Late on that fastball.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish, and I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
That's ball 3.
Mark Vientos up next for the Mets. And the 3-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Swing and a ground ball. Chisholm to first. They get the out on Soto. And the Mets go 1-2-3. Mets go down quickly. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Citi Field, all set for the start of the inning. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Oswaldo Cabrera. Holmes back to work. To the right side. Toss to Alonso. 1 out in the second.
Batting 7th, shortstop Anthony Volpe.
So up next, Anthony Volpe. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. There's the strike at the knees.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness. Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Slice to right, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. Move to second. Volpe back in on a dive. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Soto really on his horse for it. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That's a hit. Volpe headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe. And they take the lead.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes.
Batting
I think he
ninth,
choked
the
up a little bit,
designated
maybe
hitter,
spread
Trent
out,
Grisham.
but he got the job done right there.
1 out, runner at second. In now is the Yankees DH. Trent Grisham went deep in the ball game last night. And that is out of play. Goldie, the runner at second with 1 away. That one catches the zone. 0-2 now.
James Kingsley working the plate. Kingsley's pretty well respected around the league.
Yeah, when you talk to players, I think consistently he is one of the guys you hear compliments about. Players appreciate the job he does back there.
Yeah, and that's kind of all you can ask for, really, just a fair chance to go out and have success.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That's inside.
Ball 1.
One out and a runner at second here at the top of the second.
Ball down.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one's carrying. Gone straight into the visitors' bullpen. That one felt good. His 11th of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Bellinger up to hit. He's 0 for 1. And the first
Outside,
pitch
that's a
misses
ball.
for ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
2 balls.
Last couple
no
of pitches
strike.
breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one finds the corner. 2-1 now.
2-1.
2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2-2 now.
Tosses to first, and Bellinger is out. And that'll do it. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 3-0. This is the Subway Series on the show. Back back here in Queens.
Leading
We
off
head to the
for
bottom of the
Mets,
second,
third
and now it's Mark
baseman,
Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
And that's off the outside edge, and that's ball one.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Upstairs.
2 strikes.
On the outside corner, got him looking. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. There's a strike. Heel. He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. That's off the mark. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Hammered, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
He's a fastball savant with the bat, which is really helpful in today's game. Fastballs aren't getting any easier to hit these days.
Alvarez.
How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch-to-pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Alvarez launched a homer in his most recent game.
0-1's the count.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Righty delivers. That
1
one
ball,
misses.
2 strikes.
Now 1 and 2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. Man at first, 1 away. Next pitch misses way outside. Struck him out looking.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Here's Brandon Nimmo, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Alonso off of first with 2 away. Hit in the air left field. Dominguez. And that ends the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We played 2 full. Yankees 3 and the Mets nothing.
I'm about to shake up the system. I'm about to do something different. I'm about to change up the game. They can't look away. Yeah, there's no competition.
Welcome back.
Leading
And
off
coming
for
off
the
a series
Yankees,
where the
right
pitching
fielder,
was
Aaron
outstanding.
Judge.
We take a look at those numbers. And that's in there at the knees.
You know, these Yankees doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Here comes an 0-2 to Judge. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Judge rips that one. And it hits the fence.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to
batting,
hit right
left
there. You
fielder,
have to
Jason
expand the zone.
Dominguez.
Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jason Dominguez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And
Off the
misses
plate, ball 1.
inside. That one in there across the letters. Falling behind 2-1. And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it's gone. Home run. His 9th homer of the year, and they add on. It's 5-zip.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. He's 0 for 1. And that misses. And it's 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that one hit to first, and that's foul. Inside. Now 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. battling here as he fouls it away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Clay Holmes done for the afternoon, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
Frankie
Mets,
Montas taking
number
over on the
47.
mound.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera grounded out his first time up. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Still only one out here in the inning. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
That one finds the zone, and it's 2-1. That one missed.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Line to left. Fair ball.
Now batting, shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
One down. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. First pitch misses. The shortstop takes the ball.
2 balls, no strike.
Line drive, caught.
That's what you got to have at the hot corner. Cat-like reflexes. Line drive caught by the third baseman as he dives. Terrific play.
And here's Paul Goldschmidt. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
Cabrera, the runner at first with 2 gone. That's outside, and it's 1-1. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there.
We got 2 balls.
Really had
1
some
strike.
run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Siri makes the play, and that is that. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. And the lead is now 5-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. As we go to the last of the third. And now here's Jeff McNeil.
Jeff McNeil.
Check swing, no appeal. On the ground, out to short. Over to Goldie. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Jose Siri.
And now it's Jose Siri.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. It sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Back to the top of the Mets order, and now it's Frankie Lindor. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. One out and a runner at second. Next offering way off the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Typically that high fastball, if it's
Up
close to the
next,
top
for
of
the
the
Mets,
strike zone, a hitter, if he's
designated
prepared for
hitter,
it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Winker,
That's
the
a
next
ball.
to hit, takes ball 1. And
Ball
another
2.
ball. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third. This one in the air. Cabrera under it. And the inning is over. Mets leave 1. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back now with the
Leading
Subway
off for the
Series.
Yankees, the
Out of the
designated
4th.
hitter,
Now up
Trent
as the
Grisham.
Yankees DH, Trent Grisham. And the first
Ball 1,
pitch
no
misses
strike.
for ball 1. Grisham, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 28 years old. And he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH.
Yeah. One ball, 2 strikes.
That one
Two
in the
ball,
dirt,
2
and the
strikes.
count is 2-2. On the ground to third. Vientos whips it to first. And one gone in the 4th as they get the
Up
leadoff
next
man.
for the
Good
Yankees,
sinker low in the
second
zone
baseman,
right there
Jazz
and produced
Chisholm
exactly what he was
Jr.
looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. And ball
Ball
1.
1-0.
Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. That's in there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's outside. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Stays alive. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Now batting, the center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 2 in this one. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Chisholm, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Fastball for a strike. He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. And they boost their lead. It's 7-0.
He really needed that swing. He hasn't been getting a ton of results at the plate lately, so I'm sure that one felt especially good. I'm sure he wanted that pitch down below the zone. It stayed up a little bit. He paid a dear price for it. Just a great swing to the ball, through the ball, and a nice round tripper.
So 1 out, nobody on. And stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Just missed.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
That one misses, and it's 3-0. And Judge takes a strike. And Judge spoils that one. This one in the air. Vientos hauls it in, 2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty
Now
good timing on
left
it. Just
fielder,
got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Dominguez.
2 outs, base is empty. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. That one misses in the dirt. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 7-0. Back after this on the show. Back back here at the ballpark.
Leading
Let's check out the
off
latest
for the
news
Mets,
from around the league.
Right fielder, Juan Soto.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Just missed.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Not even close there. And it's 2-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That's a laser base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. Struck out looking his first time. And that's outside. Runner at first with no outs here. In the air, left field, down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. In the air, right field. Squeezes it, one away.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. And he's already singled in this game. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count. One and one.
On the ground, and that one finds its way through. And now two aboard. And now the catcher comes up to him, Francisco Alvarez. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that drops in for a strike. Soto on second. Alonso at first. One gone. And that's down and away.
1-1.
Way out front for strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Double play ball to second. Off balance feed. There's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Yankees 7 and the Mets nothing.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be working that stage till the sun out. Your boy cooked, I'm blown up. Time to lace my boots and show up. And if you still can't hear it.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Against all odds, that you can't tie us down. Stronger, baby, now we don't cry it loud. All we know is how to get it started when they rounds. Yeah, and this is more than you ever know. We here for winning and the feeling is incredible. All we do is take it to the ceiling when we set it off and open up the book and we'll be grinning in the centerfold. Oh, champion running up top, and you knew we was coming for that #1 spot. Take over, baby, it ain't over. Got the temperature rising, spraying and flamethrower. So let's win now. There's no time for waiting.
Montas back to work. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him.
Now
Showed a
batting,
willingness
third
to
baseman,
drive that pitch the
Oswaldo
opposite way. He
Cabrera.
didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. And that's a little bit high. 1-0.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Not close with that one. The count now 2-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one missing inside.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Man at second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. To the wall, and he can't reach it. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
When you go that deep into it at bat, the hitter
Up next
usually comes out
for
on
the
top.
Yankees, shortstop
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike 1.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
In the air, left field. Nimmo sizes this one up. 1 down.
Now batting, first baseman Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. And that's in there at the knees. Next one is off the plate. And the count even 1-1. And there's a ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
That one is upstairs. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Going, gone. A 3-run dinger. His 11th of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 10-0.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Montas is done in this one. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for the
Mets with a new arm on the mound.
Number
Sean Reed
71.
Foley.
And with the
Sean
big deficit on the scoreboard,
Foley.
he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Base is empty, 1 away. Now here's Trent Grisham. And that one upstairs, ball 1. So 2 balls and no strikes. And another ball. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And the right-hander's 3-1. This one's smoked on its way out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. It's 11-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Jazz goes down on strikes.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's
Now
a pretty good demonstration of what
Cody
power
Bellinger.
pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Bellinger in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that's downstairs and outside. That one misses. 3 balls, no strikes. Aaron Judge on deck for the Yankees. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Fouled off left side.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fought off foul. Good job to fight that one off. Three-two now. Swinging at ball 4. That was off the outside edge.